years ago when it first started.
Hi, we're here. Just
Hi, behind the scenes.
welcome to Adera Live, and I am live with the amazing, beautiful, and ever so goddessly Hemaylayaa. And I just fell in love with her work the minute I saw it, and I had to have her on the show to talk to us about becoming an awakened soul and what that really means and how we can do it. So welcome, Hemaylayaa.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's like awakened woman, awakened soul, awakened humanity person, like, you know, like awakening us to a humanity again. And hello, love that you're doing this. Thank you.
Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about how your career evolved to where it is today. I always find that so fascinating.
Oh, great. How it evolved was I was a person like so many others that don't want to conform to being in a jobby job or a corporation or something that just doesn't align fully with their truth. So I really started practicing following my heart, like really following my heart. And one of the places that it led me was dance in my own living room. And so I would do my yoga practice, like really just be on my mat for my own therapeutic, like healing. And I added dance, and I grew up with dance. Like I grew up with Bhangra, and, you know, Punjabi music. And there was always song and dance happening in our culture, in our families, and our get-togethers and all of that. And somewhere along the way, I forgot and left it, you know, and then came back to it in my own healing. And then I had the opportunity to share the Indian dance, like the Bollywood Bhangra dance, and something else that I created in my own living room, which was like a more sensual kind of a birthright to women dance called the Kama Sutra dance. So those two were birthed in my living room. And then I had the opportunity to share them with a company who could create videos. And it was funny because I had to stand with like the belief of how powerful I knew it was for me and for the women that I was already starting to like really touch through workshops and things. And not very many at this time. Like it was really like more friends coming out to dance together and to be together in this way. So I didn't have a following. I didn't have anything. I was just, you know, a yogini doing her practice. I was teaching a little bit of yoga. I had a whole other story, but I did like share yoga on a video also. And that kind of like got me, you know, I guess the business card really of like, hey, this is what I'm doing. But anyways, I had the opportunity. I shared it with a company, a producer, an executive producer, and she was like, I don't know. I love it, but I don't think corporate's gonna like go for it. And I had her sit down because first I was just sharing like with words, right? Like there's only so much you can do with words. And so I had her sit down. I said, please sit down. And I want to show you. And so I put on some music and I had like all of these other people in the room too. And we put on the music and I said, okay, this is what the Bhangra dance looks like. And this is what it can do for you. And I just did like, you know, a couple of minutes. And then I said, and this is the sensual dance. And this is what my beliefs are around that. So I had to continue to be in my heart no matter what my head was saying. And no matter what I was like, oh my God, they're never going to go for this. It's like way out there, you know? So to answer your question, how did I get out there? How does someone get out there? Keep listening to truth versus the untruth, which is your mind, like da 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 da. Who are you? You can't do this. You're a failure. Da da da. Like all that stuff that goes on for me still, you know. Right?
Yeah,
but it's going for it anyway, and that's been my thing. Is like. Courage is number one. Go for it anyway.
Bravo.
So that's how.
Wow, a lot of courage and just little steps, and not really knowing what the destination is. I think that's something that we have to let go of as well, is that we have this intention of what we would love to share with the world, and we don't really know how it will all unfold. I'm sure this has not been exactly how you envisioned it, maybe better.
I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea. I would have never planned. I had an idea of like what part of my purpose was, is like being a role model for others, to heal fully, also like to like be in my own process and learning and growing and transforming and evolving. Like that was number one for my personal growth. But then for others, I had like an idea of, okay, got you. I want to serve. I want to serve humanity. I want to serve the world and help others see how we can be in joy, how we can transcend the stress and the overwhelm,
yes,
into living a beautiful, radiant, luminous life, like a real open, heart connected, even when we fall off and go into our old stories and limiting beliefs, like returning home to, okay, right, I fell off again. Okay, here I go again. And it's constant. It's constant. We are constantly like being shown that not everybody in the world is on board. So it's going to pull us off. I think I went off on a tangent there, but like what?
I so agree with you. Not everyone in the world is on board. And so it does pull us off. Absolutely. So for us to stay embodied or do some of the work that you offer, is it really to keep coming home in a sense?
Yeah, keep returning to who we truly, authentically are. And we flicker in and out, but we flicker less when we're in our bodies fully. Like movement is key. And I'm not talking about going to the gym.
No.
I'm not talking about, even going to the yoga class alone.
Right.
I'm talking about like free, full, like movement with sound and embodiment. Like I've got a whole method of really breaking up those things through movement, dance, yoga, sound work, all of it, breaking up those things that are limiting us from being in deep connection with ourselves and each other. So yes, all the embodiment work is to return. I don't like to say return, actually. It's like coming into presence and then moving forward with that presence and continuing that. And it's easier said than done. And that's why it's a practice and a process.
Absolutely. Yes. I know that for my own work, just it is ever unflowing and evolving as I do, right? And the thing that I'm almost healing is the thing I'm teaching, or the thing that I'm most interested in is the thing I'm teaching. It's very, very much like that. Okay, so can you tell people a little bit about what they could experience, either working online with you or coming to something live?
Yeah. So one of the live things that you're talking about is our big event called Embody. It happens in September, last Saturday of September in San Diego. So put it in your calendars. That's a big event because all sisters come out from all walks of life. And a lot of the commonality is change makers, want to heal themselves, but also want to make an impact in the world. So come for that. It's a one-day immersion. And then all of the work, what you can expect, like Luminous Life, that is a 4-week series that we're just launching right now because it's time. It's the holidays. It is the time that we are most affected by stress and overwhelm.
Right.
And we're going to change that. So what you can expect is we can transform that into radiance, power, grace, confidence, and your truth. So we have a very special right now called Luminous Life. It's a 4-week series. It starts in December. It's on the Thursdays of December. Okay. And we get together for 90 minutes. And you can expect that we're going to do some movement together that is going to shift you for like a good week. And then you have I'm giving challenges every week for you to stretch yourself. Stretching yourself means that you are like breaking out of the cocoon as like the butterfly, breaking out of that cocoon to the unknown, but then into your beautiful wings that are going to fly. And so for this four-week series, it really is, it's called Luminous Life. It is from stress and overwhelm to radiance and confidence. So join us for that. We're going to put the link right here in the comments here. And yeah, like massive shifts. I'll just share with you. Actually, we just had a weekend, an expansion weekend, it's called. And the women on the end of the weekend, every single one of us looked 10 to 15 years younger. Like a radiance, a glow. Because when we get out of our limiting beliefs and out of this box and mask that we've been living in, there is a world that is free and youthful and curious and playful and fun and joyous and completely in her glow, her truth. So that is what is possible when you go for it, when you commit to something. And this Luminous Life, I'm basically giving it away. The value of this is over $300, and we're giving it away for $97 this weekend because it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Wow. So for the next few days, that's what it is. Grab it and join us because it's live. I usually don't run live programs, but I'm going to be live with you, giving you coaching, the lessons straight up, and guiding you first, like one right there in the group. And so it'll be a really incredible, like right here. So it's really exciting. Come and join us.
Signing up, going to Embody, signing up. It's easy peasy. Okay, that is so amazing. I just didn't know if we could just end on, and I do need to end on something just of total and utter like mind blowing. So let's see what we can take in from the universe here. But when somebody steps out into their light or into the idea of the unknown, how can they feel the trust and the knowing that they will be supported and not feel like it's just they're going to fall apart?
Yeah. So the question is, how can someone who really knows that there's something in their heart that they want to follow, but there's so much unknown, it's actually to go even more into that, because otherwise we go into control and contraction. So to allow your softness, vulnerability, truth to be spoken, to be communicated, don't try to hide it or fake it or mask it, but to be as real as you can be. It'd be like, oh, I'm really fucking scared right now. Oh my God, I didn't mean to say that, but I'm really scared right now. And okay, I'm going to keep stepping forward now. I'm going to keep stepping forward. And oh my, it's scary at this spot too. Wow. And I'm going to keep stepping forward. Okay, well, it feels like I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And I really do feel kind of anxious now. But to be like authentic and communicative to yourself, to maybe your loved ones, that you can share with them. Holy smokes, this is wow. But I'm going to do it. And then recommit again and again and again. Recommit, but don't contract. Recommit and open. Recommit and open. Recommit and open. So what I would say is this embodiment method, the method that I'm sharing with you, is to keep breaking, like dancing, moving, shaking, and keep with that. It takes more than we think. It takes more than you think. It's not just going to the gym. It's not just going for that hike or that walk. You need your own practice. Now, I'm not saying it takes more time. It takes more discipline, and it takes bigger than you think that you can go. So you play that song at home that gets you motivated, and you go for it. Like, you don't hold back, but you let yourself fully be that wild woman, break free. And then you go into the next step of what you're stepping into, and then the next step, and you go back to moving. Because if you get into head, that's where the control starts. And then you start trying to figure it out. Control, contract does not move us forward. No matter how safe we think it is, the opposite is true. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Hemaylayaa. I can't wait to share your work with all of the people that are going to witness this video and see and hear from you. We will put in the comments below both those programs, the Embody and the Luminous.
Yeah, Luminous Life, that starts really soon.
Amazing. December, here we go. And I can't agree with you more around this time and this season being about silence and quiet and release and restoring. And that's the opposite of what I would say mainstream do at this time. It's like, gotta go, gotta shop, gotta cook, gotta, have the family over, gotta, and it's like, whoa, totally not the right vibe for this time of year. Like, let's go with the flow here, people.
Yeah, so, you're so right. What a great awareness. That's so true, because we're supposed to go in, get slower at this time.
That's right.
But instead we ramp up. And that is exactly why I'm offering Luminous Life. So we don't get caught up in that, but we have something to nourish ourselves, to remind us that being relaxed is the best place to be. Like, being relaxed means that I like looking at myself. Mm-hmm. Being relaxed means that I get to be present with the people in front of me instead of like a chicken with her head cut off. So being relaxed means I am breathful and at ease. Yeah.
Beautiful. I've got like 3 quotes from you here. So breathful and at ease. I don't think I've heard that before. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, but you're just so lovely. Thank you again so much for sharing with us today.
Oh, Adera, thank you. This is beautiful. Thank you so much for hosting, for being the powerhouse that you are. You're showing up and you have a heart calling saying, yeah, I want to share this powerful work in the world. You are a change maker. Thank you.
Takes 2. Takes more than that. It takes a lot.